would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please. She'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied the knot, his heart wasn't in it. Here comes the verse where this guitar is named for. So, I should have been a cowboy, should learn to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. So I should have been a cowboy. So there's a reason I don't usually sing on these demos of these guitars, but I just had to do a cowboy song. This is a 1943 Harmony Melody Ranch. And the Melody Ranch was like an RCA or something radio show that had Gene Autry and, you know, a cowboy singing old country western. And so they came out with this line of budget model Harmony guitars. Now, the difference between this one and some of these other ones that I've done, like I've got this beautiful SS Maxwell thing, but the difference on these is this thing is a solid spruce top. It had no cracks on it. It was ladder braced. It's got birch back and sides, and it is rough and rustic. I'll tell you, it looks like an old piano or something. It's got this great big honking huge neck. And I did my resto mod process on this. So this thing came apart, and I took it apart. No, check this out, too. It has the World War II vintage tuners with the pressed-in bushings. Now, I had to replace one because one gear was bad, so it does have one screw bushing. So we'll put our finger over that so it doesn't mar it. But still, got those cool old 40s tuners, and, you know, this great headstock. And I love this thing so far. I'm not even sure I want to sell it. But anyway, I took it all apart, and I thinned down the top from the inside because it was about an 1/8 inch thick. Now it's about a 1/10. But the outside is untouched. I didn't mess with that patina. It's got very thin, scalloped and tapered 1/4 inch Spruce X bracing in there with a hard rock maple, Maine maple bridge plate underneath. It's got one single tone bar in there. Now, I kept the original fretboard because I thought it just looked pretty cool. It's not the old ebonized pear wood like some of it. It may be maple, and it's just aged so much that it's dark, but I took the fretboard off because I wanted to put a truss rod in the neck. So this now has a double action truss rod accessible through the sound hole, just like a Martin or something. So you can adjust the flex of the neck. Whether it needed it or not, I don't know. I mean, this neck is so monstrous. It's a big fat neck. It feels just like my old Gibson. But I thought, you know, it's awful nice to have that because it was a poplar neck. This is not mahogany. So that's kind of cool. Then I sealed it all back up. I put the back on it. I rebraced the back too, so it's got new braces running up the length of the back. It's got side reinforcement cloth strips in here so that if I do get a side crack, you know, it will stop the crack in its tracks. Had one crack right up the heel that had started already, and I hate to admit it, I made it a little worse when I took the back off. It spread a little higher, but you know what? It's just a war wound now. And then I put it all back together. Lubed up and cleaned up the tuners, and believe it or not, these tuners spin as well as like the Waverleys on my custom shop Martin. They are so smooth. It's unbelievable. And back up a little bit. While I had the fretboard off, I refretted the whole thing. So these are all brand new gold frets from Stu Mac. Great player. I love the sound. Push out a huge amount of sound for a small guitar. Kind of weird to play John Mayer on a 1943 cowboy guitar, but and just for kicks, I've been playing it back and forth with my 1933 Gibson L-00. So, basically you got the L-00 has sort of become a holy grail in the acoustic world. It's a real Gibson. This is 1933. It's got solid linings, mahogany back and sides, but same kind of thing, spruce top. Now, it's a little deeper body, but not by much, like 1/8 of an inch. And it's a little bit bigger, but not by much. Now, this is a 12 fret, so it kind of brings the bridge further down into the belly. So that's apples and oranges. But, both some pretty rugged looking vintage patina guitars. I love my Gibson. I'll never sell it. It's definitely an heirloom now in my family. But just kind of cool to hear the difference in sound between the two of them. Now let's see what the old Gibson sounds like. 'Cause I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like a Anyway, that's all. 9 minutes. That's way too long for a video to ever be. But this is 1943 Harmony Melody Ranch, Gene Autry. You see the little cowboy here with his lasso, and so one of those theme, decal harmonies from the 40s. Stamp on the inside said S of 43, so spring 43. This was made at the height of World War II. Solid spruce top. Very nicely original, real, genuine. I mean, people pay huge money now for like Murphy Lab to relic their Les Paul. Well, this thing's had it done over 80 years. And I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with it. So. Thanks for watching. See ya.